Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Rad Russian, and today our awesome journey is beginning in Daemonheim. And yes, this is a money-making guide. I've actually spent a lot of time thinking of what kind of guides to make, and I play RuneScape about 10 hours a day. And like when you go bossing for 10 hours, it's a huge payout. But if you can only play for, I don't know, an hour a day at the most, maybe two, you know, there has to be something that can make good money, and I finally found it, and it's actually farming herbs. For this one, you will need level 73 farming. You will need the Fairy Tale Part 1, I believe, for the Magic Tours, and Super Compost, etc., etc. First of all, let's go ahead and check the price on this. The price on this is actually about 17k, and then the Super Compost is about 800 GP. So let's say 20k in all. You want to go ahead and shop at your rewards trader. You want to buy a Scroll of Life for 10k Dungeoneering tokens. You need a level 25 farming of getting that. After you use it, you have a chance of receiving your seed back when you're farming your herb. Now, let's say you don't have 73 farming and you're saying, what do I do? Don't worry, don't worry. Just go ahead and buy yourself some dwarf weed seeds, or what else is there? Oh, come on. There's toad flax, yeah. That's about the same amount as money, amount of money as the Lantodime, but Lantodime gives you a lot more when you get into the higher herbs. And I'm not going to go into full details about herb farming because there's so much you can do. We're just going to go ahead and start our trip at Falador, I believe. Yeah, Falador. And plan these babies, and then I will show you the math I did about farming. I'm only covering 4 patches because the Trollheim patch is actually a harder patch to get to. It requires a quest, and it's a pain. So let's just go ahead and do this, plant these seeds, and I will show you the average amount of herbs I get per run. Usually average about, oh come on, 5 to 8, so that's about 6 herbs per patch, which is 6 times 4 would be 6 times 4. Oh boy, good thing I passed math. I want to say it's 24. No bank. Why am I banking? Okay, okay. You guys are not going to see my bank, but let me go ahead and withdraw my Lantodime herbs from the last run. There we go. Now, my last run was not as successful as before because, well, I didn't bring this to tours, so I didn't do so well. I'm going to go ahead and plan these bad boys. Now, there are 4 patches in the game that you're going to be using. I will not cover the Trollheim patches I just mentioned because it's a pain. And that looks like a clan member. What is he doing? Clan member? Who are you? Oh, that's why I count. Oh well. I usually don't see clan members around. Anyway, you want to go ahead to your little leprechaun, your slave, your awesome little guy, and you want to exchange? I apologize for the lag. People are bothering me on Skype and stuff. So basically, if you have never farmed before, you want to clear your patch, and yeah, after you clear it, super compost, seed. Okay, seed, come on. And then it takes 120 minutes, so that's about an hour and no, is it no, it takes 80 minutes. It's an hour and 20 minutes for actually for one herb patch to grow. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to Arduino. We're gonna plant our patch there, and this is the fastest method I found to go into all these places without using teletabs or anything. This is just the simplest in my opinion. Of course you can use cloaks, Vexillums, and those kind of little things, but this is what a low-level player would do. And remember, you can do this with the dwarf weed or toad flax or whatever. And let's go ahead and plant it up here. The patch is to your right, so go north and go east. And you want to go ahead and rake your herb patch. Rake it. You want to rake it good. I'm actually getting back into farming again. I'm going to be farming a lot of herbs and probably toadstools pretty soon. Toadstools are a pain to farm because I'll explain in a bit, like how to say. At the moment, I can basically AFK my herbs, and if like dang it, Catherby. You go to Catherby next. So like for example, in this last run where you see I have 14 herbs, that's because 2 patches died. That's 10 extra herbs I could have had. And that's not good. And when that happens with your toad flax, you lose a lot of money. So let's go ahead and oh, wrong way. I'm skipping ahead of myself. We are in Cathersby, or Catherby, the fishing place. So you want to go ahead and rake this herb patch, and then you want to exchange your little leprechaun. Get your super compost. Let's go ahead and deposit my compost. Alright, put that here. Put the seed in here. I do apologize for the Skype. These people are bothering me. I don't know why. Alright, this next one is a bit tricky to get to, and that is because you have to take a charter ship. And you can use the ectofile to get to our next destination, but if you're a low level player and you don't want to do the quests, like I don't like doing quests, you're just gonna go ahead and press the charter button. It costs 3.5k to charter. The price really does not matter, and it really does not affect overall how to say, your money gain, money loss, whatever. It's just this little thing. So we go ahead and go here, and you want to head west and north. So we're in Port Phasmas or whatever, Phasmatus, I don't even know how to say it. So west, northwest, you're gonna have to pass through the ectoplasm, and there's the lag in the Skype and all the shebang. Alright, let's keep going. A farming run takes about 5 minutes, that is, and then a farming to pick up your herbs again, that takes about 5 minutes, and you normally replant in that time. So after this last one, I'm going to go ahead and do the math. So let's go ahead and rake our last herb patch and place this little thingy right here. Alright, so we're going to place that right there, and we're going to go ahead and use the Lantidime. Now remember, when gathering herbs, you want to use the magic sauteurs. You need them wielded in your hand. So without wielding them, you're not going to get as many herbs. So now for the mathematical part. Since 2 of my herb patches died on the last run, I should have had about 24 herbs. So if 4 seeds going for 20k would have been 80k, I lost, that is with the super compost and everything, I would have lost about 5k. Now if you got 24, that would be, let's see how much, remove 5, add 1, it would have been 50 more k. So that would have been about a profit of 120k, and so we decided 4 would be 80, so that's 40k in 10 minutes. So what's 6 times 4? That's 4, it's 240k in an hour. And these farm runs don't even seem like you're skilling or anything. And when you move on to the Torstals, it's about like 2 mil an hour. It's insane. So if you haven't already, go ahead and get those farming levels. Farm dwarf weed, toad flax, and then Lantidime, and move your way up to Torstals. And I will later do a Torstal guide. Torstal is a very complicated seed to farm, as it requires all kinds of potions to use, the scroll of life, everything. Now this guide was rather vague because, of course, you can get with the Juju pot 20 per herb patch, so that's 4 patches. That would be 80 herbs. 80 herbs times what? I mean, that's insane. You know, 50k. So 8 times 5. That's 450k. That's crazy. So that kind of stuff can happen. And then you have your patch up all the way up in Trollheim, and you can count that in and protect patch, herbs dying on you, everything, the shebang happens, and it's a very complicated method of farming. But in the long run, after you do this for about a week, you make money. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed this guide. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.